Hi, this is Dr. B with your emotional minutes. And today we're talking about more ways in which you can regulate or cope with emotional responses and maybe more difficult emotions that you might experience. Now, one method that people often use, and a fancy word for it is behavioral activation, but really what that can do, and especially in instances of, say, things like depression, when you're feeling down or really depressed, is to really try to do things that are very meaningful or enjoyable to the person. Something that gives them a sense of purpose in their lives and really reconnects them with their sense of who they are. So, for example, if you are a skier, then you might go skiing or you might watch ski videos as a way to really reconnect with those things. Or if you really enjoy things like knitting, or things like sewing or certain types of crafts. And really, with those sorts of activities, or maybe different activities that you might enjoy or give you a sense of meaning or purpose, there's been a lot of research that's actually found that when people really engage in those things on purpose, then that can actually be a thing that can help boost their mood. And if they're experiencing other negative emotions, things like anxiety, there's actually new evidence that finds that that can actually shift your attention away from the types of things that you're anxious about. So trying to find sort of some of those activities that you might really enjoy and really kind of having them at the ready and using them on purpose, even if you didn't plan to use them. So, if you're, starting to feel particularly nervous or anxious, say, for example, about everything going on now with COVID-19 when this was filmed, then, and you hadn't particularly planned to do one of those things you enjoy, and if you really enjoy knitting, then you say, you know what, I'm going to sit down and knit for a half hour or even 10 minutes and see where it goes, or a longer period of time. So being able to sort of just kind of have those in your back pocket, so to speak, and pull them out when you need them. And some people also like to set a schedule where they say, okay, every couple days I'm going to go on a hike or work on an art craft that I really enjoy, or whatever it is that you're interested in. And actually, a lot has been found to be effective where if you have some sort of mix of those, where they're actually scheduled in there, but then you can break them out whenever you need them. And this approach has actually also been found to be really helpful as a treatment method for depression when delivered in a very sort of structured way where, you're sitting down with a counselor and the individual has a nice kind of assistance and kind of a coach to help them along with that. So, and there's even actually new research evidence that's been found that it's really actually helpful with prolonged grief as well, experiencing grief for longer periods of time. So hopefully that was helpful today. We talked about what we call behavioral activation, or just using activities or behaviors that get you activated, that activate your mood, that make you feel better, that shift your attention away from negative situations. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them in the comment box below, and feel free to subscribe to the channel. And this was Dr. B with your emotional minutes, and we'll see you next time.